Hello and welcome back to the next episode of the What is K-pop podcast, in which I talk about anything to do with groups, members, survival shows, discographies, choreographies, outfits, concepts in K-pop, J-pop, whatever it is that I technically do. I talk about, I can talk about anything. And yeah, I am your host. My name is Sophie. If you've not watched any or listened to any of the episodes so far, my name is Sophie. I got into K-pop around about 3 years ago now and been a fan ever since, basically. Got into BTS and that's the story of Balamori. And you will hear more about me as we go along, as well as a dedicated episode to me and my life in August. Right now I am currently in the midst of doing K-pop survival shows, and today's episode is about Produce 48, which is the third season of the Produce 101 series. Yeah, that's pretty much my background. If you were here for yesterday's episode, you would have heard both my sister and my dad in the episode, and hopefully you might hear my mum soon because I'm doing a special at some stage with all three of the members of my family that I live with. I'm forcing them to be on basically a K-pop quiz. I am literally taking over after dinner one night and making them record a podcast episode with me. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to stick around. I will be mentioning when it's going up nearer the time, because it will be in probably 2-3 weeks, maybe. I don't know. Our days are just a massive blur to me at this point. Okay, so Produce 48 was the third season of South Korean reality TV competition series Produce 48, with 96 contestants from Japan and South Korea. And it was in a collaboration with the Mnet Produce 101 series and J-pop girl group AKB48. The winning 12 contestants with no nationality caps as voted only by South Korean viewers, which wasn't actually true, would promote as a group for 2 years and 6 months and aired from between the 15th of June and the 31st of August 2018. Meaning I always like to do it in relation to myself, just so that it's kind of grounded in some sort of reality for me. I was 14 initially, and then just as the show was finishing up, I turned 15. So I was going into year 11, actually. So I probably wouldn't have watched. Maybe I would have watched it actually. Had I been aware of K-pop, I probably would have watched it because I would have more than likely watched the initial series. Just like survival shows in general, but I was not aware of what K-pop was at the time, unfortunately, so I didn't. Okay, so why does that keep on highlighting Yayushi Akamoto? I don't want to learn about you, mister. I don't want to, okay. Okay, so out of the 96 contestants, 57 of them were South Korean idol group and from idol groups and companies, and 39 of them were from current members of AKB48 and their fellow sister groups. And the final 12 were selected regardless of their nationality. However, I think it would have more than likely have been Korean and Japanese. I think all of them were, at least in some part, Korean and Japanese. Yeah, I'm trying to think, which is... Oh, wait, no, I'm not thinking of... thinking of IOI, aren't I? I'm thinking of Chungha. I don't know. Anyway, so the staff members of Produce 48 were the series was presented by Lee Sung-gi, and the vocal trainers were Lee Hyung-gi and So-yu from, I believe, Sister. Yeah, Sister. The dance trainers were Bae Yoon-jung, Chae Young-jun, and Mei Ji Lee. And the track trainer again was Cheetah, and the special MCs were John So-mi, who was a part of IOI, and Kang Daniel from 101, and Chung Ha from IOI again, and Aura, also a member of Sister and a member of Sister 19. I loved their songs. My Boy, My Jam. That was actually on, I think both 2022 and 2023, like replay, like the Spotify replay 2020 X year, and I believe on Apple Music too. Also, quickly before we carry on, I do want to say that any brands, any companies, any kind of promotional things, I'm not sponsored. I don't get any money from this. I'm currently getting no financial benefit from Spotify. Everything that I say about these companies is my opinion, and more than likely these companies will never sponsor me if they listen to an even second of my content. And the one day dance judge and healing mentor was Kahi and Bora, respectively. Yeah, I don't know why on earth she was position evaluation person for 2 episodes and came back as a healing mentor. That unfortunately does not make sense, but okay. So as always, I'll go from left to show, first elimination round, second, third elimination at the finale, and then Ice 1 members. Okay, so the contestants that left the show initially were Miku Tanaka, Kokona Uemaya, Imani Tsukiashi, and Azura Uemura. Just wanna. So Kokona isn't the Kokona from. Oh wait, no, it would have said, wouldn't it? Of course, it would have like mentioned. Sorry, being stupid. First elimination round was Ikumi Ikumi Nakano, Hwang Soyeon, Shin Soo-hyun, Kang Danmin, Shinobu Mogi, Arena Oda, Yoon Eunbin, Choi Yonsu, Nasamui Matsuko, Park Chanju, Park Jinny, Kim Daeon, Rina Hasegawa, Choi Ahyon, Lee Seung-hyun, Yuka Kato, Kim Dahi, Mina Imada, Sarika Naganoa, Hong Yeji, Lee Chae-jong, Park Ji-eun, Namamiya Ichikawa, Alex Christine, which is Alexa now, Sei Kurihara, Cho Young-in, Yuka Asai, An Yi-won, Kuroa Naaki, Kim Yubin, Choi Sarang, Choi So-yeon, Ayane Shinozaki, and Won So-yeon. Okay, and then Jurina Masui ended up departing before the second elimination round. but those contestants were Go Yunjin, Son Eun-chae, Ira Chiba, Mako Kojima, Yoon Han-sol, Bae Eun-young, Choi Naganishi, Tomo Muto, Minami Sato, Saho Iwati, No Yamada, Namani Asai, Kim So-hee, Kim Min-seo, Vivian Murakawa, Kim Hyuna, Kim Soo-yeon, Lee Ha-yeon, Mizaki Aramaki, Kim Cho-yeon, Lee Yoo-jung, Aoi Motomura, Kim Minji, Yoo Min-young, Park Seo-young, Wang Ki, and Choi Ka-hyun. The third elimination round contestants who departed were Kim Na-young, Sei Murasai, Kim Do-ha, Mo Go-to, Jang Gyuri, Hyo Yun-jin, Kim Si-hyun, Wang Yerin, Na Go-yeon, and Lee Se-yeon. I knew that Yunjin was a part of Produce 48, but I didn't think she got that far. I don't know why on earth I had it in my head that she left earlier, but she did not. This is the eliminated in the finale. So we have Han Cho-won, Lee Ga-yeon, Mino Miyazaki, Juri Takahashi, Miyu Takeuchi, Miyu Shitao, Park Hae-yoon, and Mira Shiramoa. And the final members of IZ*ONE were Jang Bon-young, Sakura Miyawaki, Jo Yuri, Choi Yena, An Yun-jin, Nako Yabaguchi, Kim Mi-ju, Lee Chae-yeon, Kwon Eun-bi, Kang Ye-won, Hitomi Honda, and Kim Chae-won. Okay. So I was just looking briefly at the episode synopsis. Apparently, Sakura took first place for the popularity ranking, which is amazing. I will say this, briefly, just before we go on to just opinions on the show as a whole. I don't understand why people hated Sakura so much and then ended up voting her in second, and then hated when she then was planning to join Le Seraphim. I'm like, if you didn't like her, then why did you vote her in second place? I don't know why. It's just one of those things that I'm like, why would you then be like, oh, I really want to have her in the group? Because if she wasn't in the group in IZ*ONE, she wouldn't have then gone back to South Korea and joined the Seraphim. She probably would have carried on in AKB48 or whichever group she ended up joining that I can't remember right off the top of my head. And why did she go? Why did she I don't know. Okay, so I am gonna run through the top 12 contestants for each of the episodes. These obviously go from 1 to 12, and I will state when it changes the episode. So in episode 1 we have Sakura, Miyawaki. I'm actually just gonna say their first names: Yunjin, Wonyoung, Masu, Jurina, Gaon, Guri, Yina, Xian, Mira, Yuri, Yerin, and Kojima. I got an email. Then for episode 2 we have Gaon, Yunjin, Unbi, Wonyoung, Sakura, Yena, Yiren, Mogoto. I don't know what your first name is. I'm sorry, my love. No Yamada, Cheon, and Miya Takeuchi, and Jurina. For episode 3 we have Gaon, Yunjin, Miyawaki, Wonyoung, Unbi, Mogoto, Yina, Miyu, Yerin, Cheon, and No Yamada, and Jurina. For episode 5 we had Gaon, Yunjin, Wonyoung, Miyawaki, Unbi, Mogoto, Nako Yabuchi, Yerin, Yina, Cheon, and Miyu Takeuchi, and Hitomi Honda. For episode 8 we have Wonyoung, Nako Yabuchi, Heiwon, Yunjin, Unbi, Minju, Sakura. I keep on saying Sakura, Gaon, Chowon, Yuri, Yunjin, and Hitomi Honda. Episode 9 we have Mihu. She went up 24 places. Oh my golly gosh. She must have felt awful when she went down. Oh my gosh. She wasn't in Eyes 1, so she must have gone down so much. Sakura, Heiwon, Miyu Takeuchi, don't know how to pronounce your name, Gaon, Miyu Shitao, Nako Yabuki, Wonyoung, Hitomi, Yujin, Unbi, and Cheon. For episode 11 we have Sakura, Miho Misaki, Cheon, Heiwon, Gaon, Miyu, Wonyoung, Miru, Nako, Shitao, Hitomi, and Unbi. Then for the final episode 12 rankings, before obviously the members of Eyes 1 were announced, we have Wonyoung, Sakura, Yuri, Yena, Yujin, Nako, Unbi, Heiwon, Hitomi, Cheon, Minju, and Cheon. Okay, so the members of Eyes 1. Oh yeah, so only a few of them shared companies, or I've got a piece of hair on that. Sorry. Yeah, no, it was just my hair. I thought I had cat hair on my lips. That would have been disgusting, because the good Lord only knows where that would have been from. Sorry. Wonyoung and Yujin were part of Starship, and now they are members of IVE. Sakura and Cheon are now a part of Le Seraphim. Oh wait, no, I should say this about in the aftermath. Sorry. Yuri was a part of Starship. Yena a part of Yueha. What is she doing? I think oh yeah, she is a soloist, isn't she? Yeah. Unbi is now. It doesn't say what she's doing. I also sat on my feet for too long, so now they've gone dead. Oh, I hate when you have pins and needles, but it's there's this certain type of pins and needles that is just, ugh. It's disgusting. It's horrid. Vile, if you will. Yeah, so IS1 and X1 were the only two groups that were still together when the voting manipulation scandal was taking place, when like things were being sorted out from that. And initially both groups were thought to be disbanding, or at least like maybe X1 would continue on, and there was like some kind of debate on whether or not they would be like okay and stuff like that. And it wasn't like, obviously IS1 continued on, and actually they were the first group, I think, to really kind of have the whole like, should we let these kids carry on being in the group? And there was like fundraisers and like money put into it, and like the companies were like, no, we're actually just gonna disband them, because like the companies also had like things that they wanted to do with their trainees, and those obviously had probably been in the works since IS1 was even formed. So having the group disband would allow for those projects to take place, and like we probably wouldn't have even had IVE or the Seraphim, at least in the way that we have them now, had IS1 not disbanded. And we have like Kepler now kind of being in discussion of like having their contract extended, and I don't think that they should do. I think that they should disband, because to be fair, Kepler isn't actually really that good. Like, they've not had like a standout album, they've not had a standout release really. Like, they've never been able to establish what it is that they're about in the nearly 2.5 years that they've been a group. And like, even the fellow group from the Planet like series, Zero Base One, has like an established like musical theme, but that's because Zero Base One was always going to be better than Kepler. I think the fact that they took more time to release Boys Planet, they took away the whole like having different groups, or like only having Korean, Japanese, and Chinese contestants, and like had just Korean and like global contestants. They, had it a lot more. They had it a lot different. Shows that Boys Planet was always gonna be the more successful group, or at least like they were gonna try and make it more successful than they ever would do for Kepler. And I think that they should just leave Kepler to like disband, and the companies to kind of go away and like try and make something good out of the trainees, or at least the contestants that were in Kepler. I don't know though. Yeah, I don't know though. Someone would have to kind of give me more insight into how Kepler are doing, because I don't know that much about them. Out of very much of choice, I could watch the show and I could watch their content. But to be fair, I don't want to. It's just my opinion, if I'm going to be honest. I generally just don't want to. Okay, so the aftermath of the show, as we always like to do around here, we like to talk about what the contestants did post the show, and typically post their contract expiration from the groups that they were a part of. IS1 released their debut EP, Colour Eyes Without the U, on the 29th of October 2018. They had released 2 studio albums, 1 in Korean and 1 Japanese, 4 EPs and 3 Japanese singles, and after 2.5 years of activities, IS1 disbanded on the 29th of April 2021, which I think is actually extremely good for a group that only was together for 2.5 years, because we have there's a group called Apex under C9 Entertainment that has been together since for like the same amount of time, I think, and they're only now just getting their first album, and they do kind of like have this really funny schedule that I only just realised after looking at their releases, that they always release something, and I think it's April and October of every single year, and I don't know whether or not that's just like happenstance or whether or not C9 is going to change that up, especially with it now being an album, if it's going to be a bit longer before the next release. But the fact that they've been going on for the same amount of time, not released an album yet, I personally think it's really good that IZ*ONE managed to do all of that. But it probably was actually like intentional, and they were like, "Oh, we need to get out albums. We need to release music because these girls, they only have like X amount of time with us. They only had, how long is 2.5 years? 28 months, I think that is. So it's not like a terrible amount of time to kind of do that sort of stuff in the music industry. Okay, so the things that they did after the contract expiration was that Hitomi returned to activities in AKB48. I believe she's not graduated as of yet, but to be fair, they typically they can stay for however long that they want to, and graduate when they want to. And Nako to return to HKT48 until her graduation 1 year ago on the 1st of April, and in order to focus on her acting career. Unbi debuted as a soloist on the 24th of August 2021 with her first EP, Open. Yuri debuted as a soloist on the 7th of October 2021 with her first single album, Glassy. Minju and Urban Works announced in October of 2021 that she would focus on her acting career, but she ended up leaving just under a year later to sign with management Soup. Wonyoung and Yujin debuted in Starship Entertainment's new girl group IVE with their first single album 11 on the 1st of December 2021. Haewon debuted as a soloist on the 22nd of December with her first extended play at W. She also debuted as an actress in the third season of web drama Best Mistakes, which then began airing on the 28th of December. Yana starred in the second season of the web drama The World of My 17 and hosted several variety shows. She debuted as a soloist on the 17th of January 2022 with her first mini-album, Smiley. Sakura and Chaewon, along with Yujin, signed with Hive and Source Music and debuted in the girl group Le Seraphim on the 2nd of May 2022 with their first mini-album, Fearless. Sakura graduated from HKT48 and held her graduation concert on the 19th of June 2021, and Kim Chaewon obviously would have left William Entertainment at that point as well. Chaeyoung competed in Street Woman Fighter as a part of the Want dance crew, and she debuted with her first EP as a soloist, Hush Rush, on the 12th of October 2022. Then she competed on Queendom Puzzle but withdrew before the show's premiere, so she was only in, I think, one episode. Other 48 G group members returned to their respective groups and continued with releasing music videos such as No Way Man, Mimi wo Fusaji, and Waka Ryu Asukti Gomen. I can't read all of that. AKB48's Minami Saito was promoted from Kenkisei to Team A on the 12th of September 2019, meaning that she's no longer a trainee. Well done! I really hope she's doing well if she's still in Team A in AKB48. And Eri Chiba participated in Mnet's reality TV show UHSN. I don't know what that means. And let's have a look. Oh, it doesn't say. Okay. Doesn't have a acronym thingy. Yuri from Stone Music returned as a member of Promise 9 and ended up departing on the 31st of July 2022 after her original contract with Off the Record Entertainment expired. FNC's Park Yaun debuted in Cherry Bullet. Music Works' Yoon Hassol debuted in Aqua, but the group has since quietly disbanded. Dewa debuted in Flavor in the first subunit Fanatics. Sion and Yerin debuted in Everglow. Sohee, Sion, and Juri Takahashi debuted in Rocket Girls. Park Jinny joined Vine Entertainment, debuted in Secret Number. Na Goen and Park Jiun debuted in Purple Kiss, and Jiun has left the group on the 18th of November 2022. Chaewon debuted in Lights. Chaewon, Kim Nayeon and Lee Yoojun debuted in Lightsome. A-Team's Choyeon and former Million Market trainee Sonon Chae debuted in Bugaboo. They have disbanded on the 8th of December 2022. And Kim Choyeon and Sonon Chae left A-Team and joined Carry TV. Hopefully they don't make a horror film. Yeah, there was a film back in the 70s called Carrie. It's been remade a few times. Alex Christine debuted under the name Alexa in 2019, the debut single Bomb. Miyu Takeuchi has left AKB48, released a solo single called My Type in 2019 under Mystic Entertainment. And some trainees have left the agency / joined new ones. Okay. NMB48's Azusa Yurumura graduated and began her career as a YouTuber. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to run through everyone who has graduated. Mako Kojima, Brina Hasegawa, Ikumi Nakanoa, Kokoro Naiki, Mo Goto, Amani Tsukiashi, Sai Murasai, Jirina Masui, Miura Shimomura, No Yamada, Mina Imada, Kokona Yumaya, Miyu Miyazaki, and she moved to South Korea apparently, Nasumi Masuka, Biban Murakawa, Tomo Muto, Ayo Motomura, Yuka Kato, Chiro Nakanisira, Manamai, Ichikawa, Shinbo Moigi between now, since the show, and the latest one was on 19th of January 2024. Some people have joined other companies, signed with agencies, joined groups, such in the way of life. Okay, so that wraps up all of pretty much the majority of what's happened with the members of the show. Quite a lot of the information that unfortunately was on the aftermath I have talked about in other sections, so I think that wraps up everything to do with Produce 48. The next episode will be about the last series in the Produce 40 and Produce 101 series, which was Produce X 101, out tomorrow. I do hope you have a nice rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.